John, that is correct. What is up, everybody? Share.
I went live for my account.
I am tweeting out right now.
I don't know if I went live from the guys of my account.
Do we have anybody following? No, it's probably your account. Oh boy, what is up, everybody? Whoever joined us, we are happy to have you. We are here 3 minutes before our listener league draft.
No one just likes it.
Wow, we are not very popular. I'm just gonna share this. I just shared it on. Boom, and let's copy that.
Save
Sleeper. Oh my gosh, that rain sounds so nice. I'm gonna trade. I'm on your sleeper, so I'm gonna trade me some players.
That's cool. Just send me back.
No.
On Diggs where it's up.
Neat.
Therefore.
No, see, that's not how it works.
Well, I thought it was all about fairness.
No, not if I'm gonna rip you off.
It's true friendship.
True friendship.
Take the newspapers. As I'm left-handed.
Shh. Wait, what?
So you can wait, and I'm left-handed. There's no way.
Be right back.
Okay, so
Hey, Rich, how are you?
Just
Good. Hey, like I said in my email, I'm not sure why I put the house back on anymore.
so we obviously still work our full-time jobs, and some of us take calls on the weekends. So give us just a little bit, and we should be back to go. We are doing our live draft today for our listener league, and so we're going to be finding out who's going to be setting up their teams to win this Tyreek Hill helmet for us. We have a handful of people. I think we almost have everyone ready to go in the chat. As far as the league goes, we are using Sleeper. It is personally something that I enjoy. The app I like using the most. It's just the easiest. You can find the most news on it, I feel, and it's just the cleanest. So we should be going soon. Just gonna wait for Mike to get back here and do a full intro. Do we have anyone in the chats? Oh, I like this side of the room a lot better. Oh, wow. I like his mic better, too. Hello, everybody. Dun, dun, dun. Look at them ugly guys. Well, so far there's only one ugly guy here right now. So, but I do appreciate the love. At all. Wilson, we are live on YouTube. Oh. Let me remove this for you. I don't know how to work this. Well, can't hate on Mike too much. He's love and hate. It's a good balance. I don't mind you hating him, actually. Do your thing. Just need you guys to make sure that you guys let us fall. All the good people fall to us. Please grab Matt Stafford from him early because I don't want him. And it's going to turn into an argument if that becomes an option. I don't even want anybody. Actually, I do have a handful of people. I mean, so do you guys want us to let Christian fall to like the 3 or 4? We'll grab someone. We might go Patrick Mahomes 1-1. Hugh, that's picking Stafford at the 1-1. That's a risk, but it might be the risk worth taking. Okay. So, how many people do we have in here? Oh, we've got a handful. Nice to see everyone here. Who has the 2 spot? I don't have it up at the moment. 1X champion. Oh boy. Oh man. Is Ian the one that was just added yesterday? That's the new guy? Because I know we did have someone who wasn't able to make it to the draft due to some real life stuff. Oh, 20 to life. That's not too bad. It could be 40 to life because, I don't know how old he is. He might make it out. Just waiting on my co-host to come back and get this thing rolling, though. I don't know if you guys can hear that background of the rain. Oh, 2nd degree, so it's slightly planned. So is everyone ready for the league to start out the season to start out this year? Anyone worried about COVID affecting players mid-season and then losing time? I know some people are worried about what teams are doing to separate the positions in case running back or someone comes in contact, that the entire running back room doesn't become COVID risk at the same time and then they all go down.
Appreciate it. Great. Okay. Thanks. Goodbye.
I like this side a lot better.
I just ripped.
Your mic sounds better too. All right.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
It's cool. Just awkwardly doing my best to. I can't move forward, but I don't know what to say.
Hello, everybody. I apologize for that delay. Are we still waiting on some people?
I don't know if it popped up. I know
Full
he's
time.
here. He's waiting for us to say start. He's not.
Okay. Well, let's get it going. You want me to start it now? I'm going to start it.
Put a message out in the chat first. Wait a minute and then start. Caps emoji, something so it's easy to see. Damn, they found our first pick. They knew we're taking it to the first round.
Alrighty. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited. Let's do this intro real quick. Boom. You ready?
Yeah.
God, I'm shaking.
Very good.
Here we go.
You want to clap?
No, no video.
Here we.
What is
Someone join in. Hello,
up?
viewer on Instagram Live. Did not see. Closer.
Turn it. Yo, put it back up there. What is up, everybody? How are you doing on this glorious Sunday? I am so excited for this. John, are you excited for this draft?
Extremely excited. Once I get this perfect angle of myself on our Instagram Live.
On IG? Good. Well, you got it. I'm in it. You're in it. Great. I am so excited about our listener league draft we have today. it's going to be a good one. I'm going to get it started here so we can get moving. But this is it, John. This is it. You're making those people on IG nauseous.
I'm struggling over here. We're rolling. We're good. We're good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It is our Listener League draft today. We are going to be picking first. And then, obviously, everybody behind us, if you ain't first, you're last. John, who are we going to be picking with our first pick?
Matt Stafford.
Okay, here we go. Christian McCaffrey is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, all right, John. Do we have a certain strategy that we're going today? Can we let them know?
No, not yet. We'll let them know after our second round when it kind of becomes a little obvious.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna write it down for you just so we're on the same page here. And it's pretty much just based off of a draft spot. So
Nice.
We've got to be a little secretive because we've got all these listeners. So we did get Christian McCaffrey as the 1-1, but then went Saquon Barkley and then Ezekiel Elliott over Alvin Kamara, which personally I like Kamara more. I know Mike might be someone who likes to grab Alvin Kamara.
I like Alvin Kamara as well. I actually have him. Geez, John is struggling. But I have him ahead of Zeke as well. So that's a great pick, though. I mean, getting Alvin Kamara at the 1.4 is beautiful. But we are, let's see, just so everybody knows watching out there, it is a 12-team PPR. Is it PPR?
Yes.
Yes.
Half point.
Is it half point? I'm gonna double check. I think
it's a
it's
half point league.
Okay.
Because that's all our should be half point. I didn't make it.
Oh boy. Let's see. Here we go. No, it is full PPR.
Okay.
Yeah, it is full PPR.
I lied.
You did lie, John. You did indeed lie. But oh no. So last night I just got a text in regards to last night. Last night was my dad's 50th birthday. Yeah, he is here. Come on. But last night was my dad's 50th birthday, and we had a beer pong tournament.
Did you?
Well, you were a part of it. You were there.
I was there for a round.
Okay, so Clyde Edwards-Helaire went at the 1-5, but so we went to my dad's 50th birthday. There was a beer pong tournament, and oh boy, I decided I had a couple beers or a couple drinks in me, and I decided I was going to be the announcer. I was going to be a commentator. So I got up on my cooler. I had this inflatable microphone, and I mean, I would say I rank up there with like the Joe Rogans of the world.
Think you could take over the Monday night job?
Yeah, Booger, get out of here, Booger.
He's gone.
So yeah, I could definitely
got
take
rid of
over. Who else is a really pretty big announcer?
John Madden was there for a while.
I'm electric. I mean, well, I was at least with a couple drinks in me.
That's how it sounded, huh?
Yeah, I think so. At least on my end, it sounded great. So, but that's why my voice is a little scratchy today. My aunt just texted me and asked if I could talk today. I'm talking. It's not beautiful, but I am talking.
That hurt.
Yeah.
Ooh, first receiver off the board at the 1-7. Actually, it's Michael Thomas. Dalvin Cook goes at the 1-6. Clyde Edwards was drafted by Winer Diner, 49er at the 1-5. And after Michael Thomas at the 7 goes Derrick Henry at the 8 to Devin Dermoid, picking up that running back, letting the other high-end receivers go away. Hopefully, one will come back to him. This is a PPR league, so I guess it's just pure running upside for Derrick Henry and him.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, best pure runner out there, or best running back, like run-wise, obviously. He's a big guy. He's going to get those touches. Over 300 I have him statted out for. In a full PPR league, I don't think he's going to, it's supposedly he's going to be catching the ball a little bit more. He is one of those running backs who can take the ball to the house on a little 2-yard dump-off pass. So, interesting pick, especially with, Josh Jacobs there, Joe Mixon, Miles Sanders, Austin Eckler, who I'm really high on, especially in the PPR league.
I wonder who's falling back to us.
I don't know, and I'm a little worried.
I don't like the 1 spot just because you you get the one person, but your second pick's just so far. It's like so deep, and then at that point, it's kind of just the same from anywhere else.
Yep. We might fall asleep here between picks. We have a lot of time to kill. So John, what so far? Who do you think has reached? Has anybody reached?
Personally, it might be a reach on that Clyde Edwards pick, but I know was just an ADP grab. So he's the question mark. I personally wouldn't grab him as my running back one first round. I'd rather grab someone who I know what role they're stepping into. Other than that, though, no, I think everyone's been pretty chalk picks. The only one I'm not a huge fan of so far is Josh Jacobs going at the 1-9 over here. I don't see him getting that pass catching work, and I don't see him getting much more work than he did last year as a running back. I mean, he was their running back one for a majority of the season, even as a rookie. So just not my favorite player.
Yeah, it is scary because, I mean, we've talked about it before that they've brought in a ton of pass catching backs. He's come out and said he wants to get more pass catching work. He projected himself for 60 receptions, which is not going to happen. I don't think, at least, and I know John doesn't as well. But, he could definitely, get an uptick. He did only play 13 games last year, had 242 carries, and I think, that if he plays all 16, he could get an upwards, not maybe at 300, probably a little less. I have him
at 282 currently, and I'm still not like super hot on him.
Yeah, now I have him at 291. So I mean, maybe he gets to work kind of like Derrick Henry does. And if they do work him into the passing game, he could definitely return on investment there.
Yeah.
But I'm not projecting, him to get too much.
No, it's almost just a pure rusher. And they've brought in way too many pass catching backs, like we've said, for him to be getting that pass catching work that they even talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another guy that just went off the board that is similar situation, except he has a former running back one behind him, and that's Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb just went at the 2-3.
See, Nick Chubb has more pass catching upside than Josh Jacobs does, but his upside's limited by the fact that, like you said, he does have someone who not only was a running back one, but was a running back one multiple weeks his rookie and sophomore season before having to leave the Chiefs. So obviously someone who's extremely talented, and that's the only thing that can really throttle Nick Chubb. Otherwise, he's someone I would think would be up there, maybe in the top 6 in a PPR league, like right after that Dalvin Cook.
Yeah,
maybe that Dalvin Cook range.
Yeah,
so
definitely, I think so. I think that as well. If Hunt wasn't there, then I definitely think that we would, or he would be a lot higher and have a bunch more opportunity.
That was a reach.
Oh, James Conner. Yeah, going at the 2-6 to Dudley Dermoid. Looks like that's a little bit of a homer pick, John. How do you feel?
I know for a fact that was a homer pick.
But the thing is if healthy, James Conner can be a top 5, or I'm sorry, a top 8 running back. He's got that's the thing. If healthy. Big asterisk there.
Are you taking James Conner over Chris Conner, David Johnson, Todd Gurley, or Le'Veon Bell?
Who's Chris
Conner?
Chris
Carson, sorry.
Thought we were in the Terminator. But see, I've lately, and we actually were talking about this prior to the show, I'm cooling on Le'Veon Bell a lot with the news coming out, with some, not just the Frank Gore news, but also some beat writers are coming out saying that Brad's right. Conner. Yeah, it is John Conner, not Chris Conner. I'm not a big pop culture guy. I apologize, but Pat Mahomes. But I think that I would take James Conner over those guys. Yes, I would. He is a big injury risk. He is his second quarterback, so it's kind of a high upside pick with a could potentially be a low floor, depending on how he plays, how many games he plays, and things like that. But then we had our first quarterback off the board. Patrick Mahomes going to Brat at 2.6.
So Michael Thomas, Patrick Mahomes, receiver, quarterback combo. I mean, you're taking 2 people at the top of their position.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a running back who we're questioning whether or not they're going to finish there. You've got, Patrick Mahomes won 16 games as a quarterback, 1 or 2 guaranteed almost.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas in a full 16 games is almost a wide receiver 1, depending on what kind of volume he gets this year.
Yeah.
What I just saw this. We actually just had George Kittle go to Weiner Diner. A little bit of a hometown pick.
I would definitely say another homer pick there.
In the mid-second round. That is early for a tight end for me, even George Kittle.
Yeah, definitely for me. I don't know. I would not have reached that high. However, this is that. John, they're coming for this helmet, man. Look at this thing.
They're coming.
Look at this thing. It's beautiful. Look at that. Autograph right there. Thing's huge. It's massive. Let's get a look on it. Yeah, at IG over there. Go ahead and take it, John. Show the people what they're playing for. That's beautiful.
I don't want to put my nasty fingerprints on it.
Seriously, you grimy hands. Beautiful. So that is what. Yes, it is sexy, Brad. You are right, Brad. I would, if I had to put money on it, I would say you're not going to win the league. No offense. I just play with you in other leagues as well.
Is that who is
TK Brad? I'm just messing with him. But he is. This is going. Oh, Tyreek just went. Boom. Tyreek just went.
What do you think about taking Tyreek as your wide receiver 1? Or does that make you really confident?
Confident? No. Not well. Yes, I think he'll finish where
but
top 5. But week by week, I'm scared. It could give you those weeks that really hurt you. But then he can give you those weeks that will win you. You won't have to have any other player play a game pretty much. If you look at his 2019 season, obviously he missed the first 5 games, but he's got weeks, 8.1, not great, 5.1, 7, 7.2, or I'm sorry, this is, I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. He's got weeks, last year, actually, I apologize. He didn't finish below 15 points last year in a PPR league, so 14 points. So he is pretty, seems to be pretty consistent, but we are on the board. You are correct. But his big upside does give me, a little bit of hope, and obviously his his quarterback throwing to him is great. Who?
What about them?
Oh yeah, let's click all right here.
We've got 2 picks.
We do have 2 picks. Ooh.
You want to do that?
No, I don't.
I would totally be happy with that and that.
Really?
I would be happy with that. Look at that. Yeah.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take Kenny G first, so we're not picking a quarterback in the second round. We can say we picked it in the third round. But we're taking Kenny Golladay and Lamar Jackson. Do we ever go QB this high?
No.
Not
never.
typically.
This will probably be the only league I have Lamar or Patrick.
Not typically. And if you guys have not read it, I just came out with an article stating why Kenny Golladay is going to finish as the overall wide receiver 2. Check it out at thefantasytap.com. I think it's a great blog, but I'm also kind of biased, I would say.
As the writer.
So, yeah, as the writer. So, I am super high on Kenny Golladay. John has him pretty high as well. He's got him as his 4th overall wide receiver. So, look, so far, I'm loving our team.
I like it. It's going to be my riskiest team, I think.
Actually,
no, not really. No.
Yeah.
It's not.
You still have Rojo as your running back 1 in a couple leagues. So, I would say that's pretty.
No, he's been moved. I picked up Leonard Fournette and traded away a receiver. I don't know if I'm still happy with that trade. Looking back, it was Cortland Sutton for 4 Fournette. Straight.
Dynasty League?
Yeah.
Cortland 4 Fournette. Yeah, it's kind of rough. But in a couple, next year, Judy could be that team's number 1 wide receiver.
I personally expect it to be.
So, and I don't, foresee Drew Lock doing too much.
That's why.
So, let's see. Oh, Miles said, I was hoping Jackson or Kenny were left for me. Well, Miles, I apologize. I'm just kidding. I don't apologize. That felt really good. Thank you for typing that in there. That made the pick even.
Yeah, that made me feel a little bit better. Not only did we grab one of them, we got both of them. But you did get a nice pick in DJ Moore. I was looking at it today. I'm actually liking DJ Moore a little bit more with Teddy Bridgewater there than I did even a few weeks ago. I was looking back at how Teddy played in his games last season with with the Saints. He balled out. I mean, it was the Saints offensive line, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara. I mean, he had the threats on the offense with him, but he still played extremely well for someone who hasn't even been a starter for a few years since his injury. So I think with him going into Carolina and then working with him to build an offense under a new coach, I think is going to be a great opportunity for him to find DJ Moore open a lot and make him super valuable. And I think DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey are going to be the only two real weapons for Carolina this year.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, DJ definitely has is going to get a ton of market share there. And as long as Teddy Bridgewater can get the ball to him, I think he'll be great.
I'd love to give you some stats that I looked up earlier, but I realized I had to sacrifice my computer for YouTube.
Yeah.
So, just going off of thought.
Yeah, straight thought. Yeah, DJ Moore definitely has a solid opportunity to pick, or I'm sorry, I said pick, I read pick. Odell Beckham. What?
Wide receiver 9.
I was gonna bring that up here in a second, but he does definitely have a solid chance to finish it as a top 12 wide receiver. The Panthers did post a really not really cool, but a pretty nice pass from Teddy B down the field to him. So
yeah, but how many passes before that weren't so pretty?
I don't know. Let's just hype.
What take was that?
Let's keep the hype going.
Take 40.
Yeah. So after DJ, DeAndre Hopkins went. Mike Evans. DeAndre's been slipping down the boards, man. People are getting a little worrisome on him.
Yeah. I think that his volume that you're used to isn't going to be as much. And even though he's definitely one of the top 3 most talented receivers in the league right now, you've got other talents there that are actually going to feed away from it, and a quarterback who's got his own mobility that can eat into those plays.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he fell in this draft more than he should have. So I definitely think that Brooks there got a really nice value.
DJ Moore or DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
I like DeAndre Hopkins is more of a safe play for me in that situation. I know DeAndre is going to be a guaranteed top 10 wide receiver this year, even with a volume reduction.
Yeah.
And he could be a top 3. DJ Moore could be a top 5, but more than at his floor could be below 2.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So, then after DeAndre, Mike Evans went off the board. John's favorite player. Is that right?
He's an amazing wide receiver.
Yeah.
But you see that 8 picks earlier, the real wide receiver one for Tampa Bay came out, Chris Godwin, and he's just going to be thriving from that slot for Tom Brady more than you're going to see Mike Evans be running down the field taking those deep balls that Tom Brady just doesn't throw as often.
Danny, what's up?
What is up?
What do you say?
He says you're growing out a mullet.
Yeah, I'm growing out a mullet, man. Got to. My locks are growing. I'm growing it out.
So I love Mike Evans. I think he's going to be amazing because he's so talented, but just not getting, again, with that DeAndre Hopkins thing, just not getting enough value and enough opportunity to push himself up the board and actually finish week by week with those points. He's going to have a really great week, so you're going to want him on your roster if you can take him. You're just not going to want to reach super high for him.
Yeah. John actually wrote a pretty good blog on Mike Evans, stating why he doesn't think he's going to finish as a wide receiver 1, and he has him lowered. I think at wide receiver 18 is what you have.
We have him at 18
or 19, something like that. So check it out. Check that blog out. First 2 blogs are up. I am also going to be posting a fan blog, and that is Miles. Miles, he's been on the show before, so could be potentially a reoccurring guest maybe. But he wrote something on Chris Carson, pretty much bashing me on why I am too low on Chris Carson. And you know what? I don't believe him. However, I will post it because I said I would. And so anyways, check them out. It's thefantasytap.com. You can check out those blogs there. The Chris Carson one will be posted up. We are also going to be trying to post about, I would say 4, hopefully, blogs a week. Potentially, if you've got, and to be honest, what I think John and I's idea is to give people platforms to kind of talk about and share their views. So if you write a blog as well, we'll post it. We'll read it. Obviously, we'll have to approve it, but
Yeah, we'll have to go through and make sure you're not writing.
BS. But if you have an opinion on something, well, we'd be more than happy to post it out there, get it out there. So we love that. Feel free. But after Mike Evans, OBJ went kind of early for him. Then, interesting, Brat picked Todd Gurley. Are you comfortable with Todd Gurley as your running back one?
With her roster, yeah. I mean, no, I'm not actually. No.
He's another guy I've been cooling on. With
he's been missing a lot of camp. He's been in and out. A lot of he's looking great, and then he's limping. He's missing this drill, missing that drill. No, I don't like it. It makes me nervous. It makes me feel like I need to spend my next few rounds trying to stock up on that running back, and I'm going to be missing out on the receivers that she's only got Michael Thomas and Patrick Mahomes with Todd Gurley.
Yeah, personally, I mean, I agree. If I were there, I mean, he could be a great pick eventually.
Could be, and he's going to have some weeks where he is going to be good.
She actually just said, "I'm not." She's not. I think is what she means. She's not very comfortable.
Oh,
or Brat. Is it? Yeah. So, I'm not sure if it's a little worrisome, but sorry, my bad. I thought I was like short for something. That's why I was like, Brat. Okay. So I'm sorry. He, you're not typing in there. There you go. I clicked on it. He's definitely a high upside pick. He was just running back 2 years ago, and then the one before that. So I feel bad, my bad. But with all the news coming out, it's kind of worrisome. I think I would have gone with a wide receiver there. Adam Thielen was there. Allen Robinson was there. Robert Woods. But hey, let's see if it plays out for him.
Yes. Hopefully he made the right decision there. And worst case scenario, I'm assuming you're going to be going running back next time around.
Maybe, depending on who's there for him. I mean, there's some solid wide receivers on the board.
Yeah, it went pretty running back heavy that first round and into the beginning of the second round.
Yeah, we had nine receivers go off the board in the third round. So that's a ton.
Yeah, what position are you thinking we should go?
I guess I'm going to play by the board, see what falls to us, and at that point we can kind of make a decision.
If this person falls to us, we're grabbing him.
Yes, probably. Yeah. We have to.
Even.
Well, I mean, I'm starting to lean him a little bit more.
I kind of like him for mid-season.
Him, yeah, for sure.
Mid-season, but we don't have the depth to get away with that right now.
Yeah, at this point in time, but we do have to.
I was gonna say we could do that.
We could.
It could be an option.
Let's see where it comes, or how it falls. So, currently, Calvin Ridley's gone right there at 4-5. Good pick there.
You guys just took a guy. No, I'm just kidding.
I have him up at running back 9 is where I have him. So pretty high up there.
Running back 9?
I mean, wide receiver 9. Yeah, he switched positions.
How many pitches and screens is he going to be getting?
Yeah, he actually took over Todd Gurley.
God, he must be mad.
Yeah.
Camp News is coming out hot.
Yeah, no. Calvin Ridley, I have him as wide receiver 9. I think he is going – I think that offense passes enough to feed that, and I think he's just going to take another big step forward. And, I mean, obviously, I think a lot of people are hot on him this year with that upside of being a wide receiver 1. And if he does, Dudley Dermoyd's got a, pretty stacked receiving core right now. Adam Thielen and Calvin Ridley, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I'd actually really love his team if his running backs were the guy that picks right behind him.
So just merge the two.
Yeah, because then you have, he'd have Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Adam Thielen, and Calvin Ridley. I like that a lot more than Derrick Henry and James Conner.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind Derrick Henry. I don't mind Derrick Henry, but the James Conner pick does kind of scare me a little bit. And I apologize, guys, if we're trashing your team this entire time. But
this is a competition.
Yeah, we
have nothing.
People.
We have nothing to win because we can't win this helmet. So the best we can do is just tell you guys we have a better team.
Yeah.
But we're taking risks out here, so it's a hungover time.
So are they, though. So are they. George Kittle in the second. That is a pretty big risk.
Yeah, with Clyde Edwards and Mike Evans. I mean,
high upside team. Very high upside team.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes one of our guys. Le'Veon Bell is gone. Jonathan Taylor's gone. You guys are ripping our hearts out.
There goes our stack.
Oh boy, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking rough. But okay, so just to kind of follow up on all the picks that have been made, we'll go back to the 3-7. I know all three of the running backs we wanted just went. They hate us. After the Todd Gurley pick at 3-7, it went Adam Thielen, Juju Smith-Schuster, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods, Amari Cooper, DJ Chark, AJ Brown. Ow, I just bit my tongue. David Johnson, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Mark Andrews, Le'Veon Bell, Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette, Green Tea, Weiner Diner, and Sir Brooks. We're gonna kick you, okay? We're kicking you out of the league.
Literally, we were.
Those were the three guys we were talking about.
We were gonna take any two of the three that fell to us, and all three of them were gone.
Well,
so we have to rethink our whole strategy here, guys.
Yep, it's looking rough. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking rough.
I'm thinking.
Well, this is my thought. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
If we go two running backs here.
Is Sanders up there? No, he's gone.
If we go two running backs right here, well, at that point there's plenty of wide receiver depth later on, unless they take them all again. But we can grab two running backs, shore up our bench, and then at that point we can grab, wide receivers and stuff later. That's my thought.
My thought is, do we just want to flex a wide receiver week 1, week 2, a couple weeks? I'm thinking running back, wide receiver, like maybe him.
So we agree on the running back.
We agree definitely on this. I'm thinking.
Oh, on that?
Is that who you were thinking?
Scroll up. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Wait, scroll down. Scroll down a little bit. I was thinking him later too.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think he'll be back.
All right, we got 15 seconds.
All right,
so you want to grab him?
Yeah, grab him with the one, and then with the first one, and then I'm thinking we grab a wide receiver and plan to just flex a wide receiver week 1, because personally, go up, go to wide receiver. I like that.
I know you do.
I like that a lot.
Or this.
I think that's a reach.
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, we kind of.
I like that too.
Shoot. What did I do? Wait, which one?
61. That one.
They have the same screen, John. They have the same screen.
51. I'm just kidding. I like this guy a lot, and I like this guy a lot.
I do kind of like this guy.
He scares me. We have to rely on this person. He's going to be our wide receiver too. He has to get played. Right. Do you trust him week in, week out though?
Mm-hmm.
I trust the number. I like the first one I pointed out week in, week out. There's no one else on the team that's consistent.
Okay.
And the other guy's hurt.
Well, 1X champion is gonna yell at me for this, because I know he likes this guy a lot. It's also a homer pick for him, and I hope we just sniped him because it'd make my heart warm. And that is so just so you guys know, we went Raheem Mostert and then Keenan Allen. Currently, I do like our roster a lot. Christian McCaffrey, Kenny Golladay, Lamar Jackson, Raheem Mostert, and Keenan Allen. I
love it.
Hugh, don't talk like that. We could have gotten Taylor. You don't know that, okay? Well, actually, I guess you do know that because we didn't get Taylor. But so here we go. He wasn't sold. Good pick, but here we go. Oh, Cam Akers, that's a crap pick.
That's terrible.
Horde.
You hype monster.
Yep, that's what he is.
I can't wait for Malcolm Brown to come in there.
You know why his name? And I'm just gonna rag on you here for a little bit.
Darrell Henderson.
No, you know why his name is 1X champion?
Because he's only won one championship.
He's only won one championship. He's also been playing for
multiple years.
Yeah, like 20 years, I think. He's like 50 years old or something. I'm waiting for his response.
He said he already did.
Oh God, I love you, Ian. Just kidding.
Oh, that is his backup. That's solid, though.
Sir Brooks, I am glad you wanted Mostert. You know what? You took Fournette from us, so
if you want to make a trade, the option's there.
I'll give you Raheem Mostert for
Tyreek Hill.
No, for Leonard Fournette.
You want to do it for Tyreek?
He's only actually 45. Oh man, you guys are funny.
But yeah, so I personally was really happy in hoping for that you would allow me to take the Keenan Allen grab there.
Allow me.
Well, it's a joint effort. We have to agree on it. Democracy. There was no vote taken, but it is what it is. I like Keenan Allen a lot. I think he's someone who's falling super down draft boards, who's someone who's finished extremely well. And kind of like Mike Evans the past few years, has been someone that goes almost unnoticed and underhyped. I mean, last year he did finish, what's that?
Wide receiver 6.
Wide receiver 6 in a PPR. Is it 12 there?
Yep, 12 and 3 before that.
And that's with Phillip Rivers in the offense. And
that's my thing.
But even at a regression, he's our wide receiver 2 that we grabbed in the 5th round.
True. Could be.
And even at a regression, and with Mike Williams out, or not out, but playing injured through the season, you're going to be looking at someone who's going to be getting some upside, some value, and getting some points for you.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree there. I mean, he definitely has a tremendous upside. We do currently, I mean, and this is just our consensus, but currently we have Keenan Allen at 23, and we do have Stephon Diggs at 17, and we didn't take Stephon.
Well, the consensus was made before the Mike Williams news.
That is true. That is very true.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an astute observation.
Yeah.
So,
because my hype didn't start, because I looked at once Mike Williams got injured and that all happened, I kind of looked at it a little bit more. I mean, and we're really talking about Tyrod Taylor coming in, and Tyrod's not someone that doesn't throw the football, and possibly Justin Herbert, who again is someone who throws the football. So I mean, no, it's not Phillip Rivers. It's not someone just dumping the ball out here and like everywhere terribly, but you're still going to have a quarterback that needs to throw the football, and he's a wide receiver 1 in a pass-heavy offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I definitely get but he does worry me. His quarterback situation just really bothers me. I was looking it up the other day, and I posted it on Twitter. The highest in his 3 years in Buffalo, and obviously he's never had, and I said this, he's never had a wide receiver as talented as Keenan Allen. He's had Sammy Watkins, and I think and Robert Woods. And that was a couple years ago, back in 15, 16, 17. So the highest his wide receiver finished was the wide receiver 17, I believe is what it was. That's where Sammy Watkins finished in 2015. So can he I know. Can he give a wide receiver enough targets and enough good targets, quality targets to be high-end wide receiver 2? Because I mean, I guess that's really all we need him to be, is a high-end wide receiver 2 or mid-tier. And his upside is definitely higher than that.
But just to counter is like the other receiver we were looking at was Terry McLaurin at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's almost the same situation with a less proven receiver.
Right, but I mean, we were also looking at Stephon Diggs.
We were. I just felt like if we were to grab Diggs there personally, like it's possible, probably not probable, because a lot of people are starting to grab quarterbacks, and then I'm assuming some people are going to grab a lot of tight ends next round. It's possible he makes it back. Now that we're alive, and I just said that, no one's going to let that happen.
Yeah.
But there was a chance he made it back to us. And as much as I think he's going to be great this year, I like Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen, I have this feeling about him that he's going.
Feel in your heart.
I just have a gut feeling that he's going to be someone that is not going to be a wide receiver 1, but it's going to have wide receiver 1 numbers sometimes, and always at least high-end wide receiver 2 numbers. So I think he's going to be a consistent, safe play, barring injury.
Ian commented on our YouTube Live. He said, everything we're about to say is shit because no Keenan. I don't know what he means there, but, well, whatever. I think he's just salty.
You don't like Keenan Allen?
No, he loves Keenan Allen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he loves Keenan Allen. So,
all right. So looking back at the draft, after the Cam Akers pick went Kareem Hunt, Dak Prescott off the board in the
5th round, 5-4.
5-4. Nice pick. I like Dak Prescott a lot this year. I think he's someone who's going to have a lot of good weeks without very many terrible ones. And then Terry McLaurin, Drew Brees, Melvin Gordon going to Pratt. Sorry, man. Hate him. Hate Melvin Gordon. Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Zach Ertz, and then Darren Waller at the 5'11". The tight ends seem to be going now.
So do the quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks, tight ends, we're around 6. We're about halfway through the draft almost.
Yeah.
A
little bit of a
It's
quarterback
about that time.
tight end run right there. Especially, let's see, none of them, I mean, they still got some tight ends there that especially Darren Waller, and I think Darren Waller has a really high chance of being, top 3 tight end this year. But I'm not too high on Zach Ertz personally. But I mean, grabbing him this late, grabbing that upside is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I like Zach Ertz still. They were able to feed both tight ends last year and make them both relevant, and I don't see them stopping that. As good as Goddard is, maybe not. I think Ertz has an easy chance of finishing as a 5. Not much more than that.
Yeah.
I don't see him finishing as a 3, but I do see him finishing in the top 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. And now, does the news about Carson Wentz worry you? He didn't practice today. He's kind of day today with a soft tissue injury.
No, I mean, Carson Wentz is someone who's been hurt.
Yeah,
he's hurt often.
Stays hurt.
It's going to be someone who's paying attention. If you're grabbing him as your quarterback, you better have a quarterback too.
Now, what
as far as Zach Ertz's production off that? No, actually, if anything, I think it makes it more puts more value towards him because he's someone that with the limited receiving options there, that's someone who Jalen Hurts is going to be relying on. It's like, oh, there's Zach Ertz. I know he's
going to catch the ball.
He'll catch it, and if he doesn't, it's not my fault at that point.
Yeah, no, I agree. It'd be interesting though to see Jalen Hurts start.
Jalen Reagor actually went down today in camp.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts threw an interception in practice. Jalen Reagor decided I'm going to be big guy, go make the tackle. Got his tackle and came up holding his forearm and his wrist, and went into the trainer's facility and didn't come back afterwards. So
pretty much, it's a bad day to be an Eagles fan.
Any other day?
I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, they did win a Super Bowl a lot more recently than our Dolphins. So
they traded. Gonna get rid of the quarterback. They won it.
Yeah. Oh man. But Marquise Brown just went off the board, and before that was Cortland Sutton. That was one of the guys
I love his receivers.
John does love. Wow, holy crap.
He's got a really nice team. He's solid the whole way through. I like
Joe Mixon and Miles Sanders. But another, both of those guys, one's dealing with migraines, which, is that actual migraines, or is he kind of holding out for his contract?
Oh, do you think it's that? You don't think it just might be
I've got migraines today, John. You can't tell. I mean, I have a migraine.
I was thinking maybe it's more undocumented concussion protocol, or he's got some headaches, so we're sitting him out before we keep running him into shit.
I don't know. He said he was going to sit out or what is it called? Hold out.
Yeah.
But and now all of a sudden he gets the headaches and hasn't practiced this week. So it's interesting. And if he wasn't injured, quote unquote, he'd be getting fined $50,000 a day. So I don't think he wants that. Yeah, very smart man. So hopefully, I mean, if that is it, him holding out, then hopefully they come to a contract agreement before the start of the season, because I mean, could these migraines continue into the season?
What do you think about the implications of the Yannick Ngakoue trade on Dalvin Cook's contract, being that Yannick Ngakoue is going to be coming up for a contract, and they just traded him for picks, meaning that a second. So they obviously are planning to keep him around longer than that second round pick and get more value out of that. So are they going to have the money to sign Dalvin Cook?
That's a great question.
Or are they just going to let him go at the end of the year?
That is a great question. I do not have the answer to that. I do personally. I think that definitely puts. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I don't have their cap in front of me. I'm not sure their exact cap situation at this point in time. But I definitely think that that could really play a big part in Dalvin Cook's contract. I mean, if they have to, they're going to pay the defensive end before they pay the running back like that. Because one, they have Alexander Madison, and two, you can just draft another running back. You can draft a running back in the second or third round, and still be, and they can still produce, at a pretty decent level. Next year, let's see. So next year they do have $29 million 2021 cap space. They do have 12 this year, 48 in 2022. So. I mean, it seems like there's a way they can
sign some people this year too, though.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a way they can make it work. There always is. But but do they want to? You
I
know,
was gonna say,
do
they've
they
gotta
want to
sign
spend that
24
money?
They have 24 people up for contract this year.
Wow, it's a lot. It's a lot of
That is a
people
lot.
to have a football team.
That is a lot of people. It's gonna be interesting, especially. Oof.
So how are you liking how the draft is falling so far? There's one guy on my radar.
Okay.
Yes, that actually there's two guys on my radar that you know,
No, I like it.
or
No,
dude, John. If I
I
selected him,
already gave you one of your guys.
no, I get who?
the receiver in the second pick.
That was okay. You have him as the 4 as well.
That's cool. But who went after him?
DJ Moore. You don't have any of these guys in front of him.
You're not wrong.
I know. So, oh man.
What about this?
Oh, I mean, wait, this?
Yeah.
It could be potentially.
We could do that and that, or do you like that one better?
Let's pull up our rankings real quick.
I think we're split.
I think we are too. Oh shoot. So yeah, let's let our rankings decide.
Yeah, guys, looking at picking up Devo Samuel.
Yeah,
Or
Devo Samuel
Jalen
right now. All right, so currently I have him.
Let's see.
Oh wait, no, this is not full PPR though. Let me go to full PPR to see where we have him, and then John's rankings are here. All right, let's see who's gone off the board real quick, because if they're gone, then there's no point in talking about this.
That's true. That is a really good point.
Yep. Oh, nobody's made a pick yet. AJ Green just went. But all right, I currently have him. Oops, wrong. Oh boy, where is it? We need to have our.
2 computers would be nice.
Yeah, 2 computers would definitely help with this. So you have him here, so at 15, and then him at 19. And then I have,
Interesting.
very, quite. I have them at,
That's because it's full point.
it might be, I have him at 14 and him at 17. So let's see how
We're
it falls.
split, but the opposite way I would expect.
Freaking A, Sir Brooks. I hate you, man. I really do.
You're getting kicked.
You're
Goodbye.
definitely,
No
you
time. No
sniped
helmet.
us
No helmet
again.
for you.
No helmet for Brooks.
It's
That
over.
is bull crap. Oh,
Reach. Oh, whoa. You're right. That is a heck of a reach, Miles.
Antonio Gibson. He's on that hype train.
Yeah,
He is.
it's
That's
okay.
that's way. You can
what
get
happens
Bryce
when you-
Love way
That's what happens
later.
when you listen to the other people's podcast.
Yeah,
You pick up
you reach.
Antonio Gibson in the 6th.
Oh man, you almost pulled your shoulder out with that one, man. Jeez, you like that dad joke?
That was funny. It made me smirk.
Oh boy.
Well,
All right, so
thank you guys for reaching so deep, because now people are falling to us. Why don't we just grab both of them?
Both of who?
The two people we were just looking at.
Well, we could go here. Another high upside.
Do we have a 1 and a 2?
Yeah.
Can you pull up just that position?
Yes, I can indeed.
Oh, by the way, can we think about just in the back of our minds? I know.
Talking to your mic.
I have to reach.
Yeah,
Can we
Him?
keep him in the back of our minds? possibly?
definitely. We are up on the clock. We are up on the clock.
I know I've given you crap for not liking this guy. It's scary.
Watch your elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want that. But if we're gonna grab the other guy later, then we could just have one. I don't want to have the.
Oh no. So which one are we doing here?
I mean, let's see.
Can we rock paper scissors?
Rock paper scissors.
Or we wait, or we just go a little bit lower. Take the upside later down. Where'd he go? There's no way he's gone already.
Who are you looking for?
Starts with a D.
D. You can say it. We're up.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think I'm trying not to take him now.
Him?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
he's gonna make it to us.
Maybe we'll see. Let's
All right.
let's play it. Let's play.
We want to grab a tight end. Well, why don't we grab
No, we don't want to grab a tight end.
grab Devontae? Grab Devontae.
No, over Stephon?
You have Devontae higher. I'm gonna let you.
No, I have Stephon higher.
Oh,
You
sorry.
have Devontae higher.
You're right. I have Devontae higher. So grab Devontae.
All right. You sure?
No. Grab Stephon. Grab
All right.
Stephon.
All right. We're going Stephon.
All right. Now look at tight ends really quick because we got a little bit of time.
We don't really need it. I mean,
We don't need them, but let's just see who's still here. Okay.
Him.
Him?
Love it. Big
All
time.
right, fine. Let's
Not now.
not now.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
This
rough. If you have never take Gallup or wait for CD. I listen, I would love to take Gallup here. However, John, yeah, it's no for him.
No, it's a no for me, dog.
But if you've never co-managed a team with somebody, I recommend doing it. It's fun.
It adds a different layer of challenge. We only got 50 seconds. Hurry.
Yeah, I know.
We'll talk to them in a second.
Well, they're our main focus.
All right. We're definitely going this position.
This position?
That's my thing. We have Christian McCaffrey and then him. So do we want upside or do we want security? Upside would be the first person. Security would possibly be the second person.
What if we just grab both? What if we just do that? Stack them.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
All right, let's do it. Boom, we grabbed them both.
I get everything I want.
Stephon Diggs and Devontae Parker. We were going to go running back. However, it's a little.
There's just
I didn't like anybody. I didn't love anybody there.
No. And like I said, I'm hoping to flex a receiver.
And we just sniped one-time champion. I love it.
Who do you want?
It's great.
You wanted Parker. It's because it's the Dolphins, baby.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing my old school Tannehill jersey just because every time I've worn this jersey to a draft, I've won that league that year.
Did you wear it last year to a draft?
No.
So we don't know if that still has its magic now that he's no longer a Dolphin.
Actually, no. I take that back. I did wear it because I was on crutches at the time. It was to my work league, and that was no offense if any of y'all are listening, but that was cake.
Easy money. Take it.
So, oh boy.
Michael Gallup right after Devontae Parker.
Yeah, we
1X
sniped.
champion. You are a reacher.
No, you're not. Do not listen to
I'm
him.
just kidding. He's an absolute. This is actually a great spot to pick him up.
Then why didn't we pick him up?
I don't like him.
I know you
and I
don't
want
like
you to
him.
know I don't want to be on that. I don't want to be on that crash and burn when I'm sitting here bragging about how wrong you were about him.
See, the thing is I think it's the other way around. I think if we would have grabbed him and he would have blown up and I would have been sitting here
I'm
talking.
going to say now, he's going to have a handful of great weeks. But Amari Cooper is going to be more productive. And CeeDee Lamb is going to be just productive enough to keep him from being excessively productive and shooting them up the court.
Brad, I like your observation. He said Gallup is so good.
Gallup is great.
I love it. I love it.
Gallup is a great player. So is Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb.
They are all great.
Elliott and Tony Pollard.
But so
Jarwin.
is Dak Prescott. He's going to be throwing the ball to everybody, man. CeeDee Lamb's not going to get the ball as much or even close to as much as Gallup will.
No, I agree. But the vacated targets in Dallas. Actually,
Brad, it was 190. They lost 190 targets, and I love that stat. John does not.
Yeah, because that stat doesn't come in. That stat literally is just letting you know, okay, they had a tight end retire or move over to Las Vegas, and they lost a handful of receivers. You added another receiver, and Randall Cobb's replacement is going to be Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, but at least CeeDee Lamb.
Here we go.
So everyone likes to say like, oh, there's these 190 vacated targets, and Michael Gallup's going to get like 40 of them. No, he might get like an extra 20 this year.
Right. Well, and that's what I think is going to push him up there. I think I have him as the 21, I think, overall wide receiver in PPR. So I'm let's see. Actually, I have it right here. I have him outside the top 25. Let's see. You might have him higher.
It'd be a surprise for me.
Let's see. Where? Oh wow, you're so 33.
Yeah. So again, I like him. I'm not saying he's not talented. I think he's going to have a lot of really good finishing weeks on the weeks where he's going to get targeted a lot. But the man literally had 50% of his touchdowns come in week 17 against the Washington Redskins. He got 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, but I mean,
he had 3 on the season before, on the entire season, the rest of the year. So on the end of the year, right before the playoff push, in a week where they're trying to ball out, and they ended up having the Eagles take the spot.
Mm-hmm. John could go on for hours.
I could,
and he's getting heated, so I can tell by his face.
It's because all of the hype stats they have for Michael Gallup there's not much to it. I can't read from over here.
So Brad said, let's see. Oh man, they were talking a little bit. All right, so they lost 160 targets, 190, whatever. They actually lost 80 targets in Cobb. Lamb can fill that. First downs with all that talent, keep them on the field. He's a low end 2, high end 3, and that's great value in the 7th. I agree. And TDs are anomalous, anyways, not predictive.
Not exactly, not predictive or anything. But what you're saying is that even in all the targets that he got, he still was yet to only found the end zone 3 times. He wasn't heavy in the red zone targets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of this in front of me. I just know based off, so I can't pull up exact numbers, but I know he wasn't heavy in red zone targets. He got a good amount of work.
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott also had one of the best pass volume seasons of his career. It's not going to be the same.
He did. I think
it's not close. It'll be close, but it's not going to be as much
because they kept,
or more.
Our video ended because they did keep, the offensive coordinator there. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking?
Why are you blinking?
Blanking on somebody, please. He was the quarterback there. Oh my gosh, the Cowboys offensive coordinator.
Troy Aikman?
No, he's young, super young. Wow, this is embarrassing. Kellen Moore, that's it. Kellen Moore. He's a goofy looking dude. But I think they'll pass at a similar volume. I have him going down a little bit. And I don't have Gallup. It's not like I have Gallup for like a number 1 wide receiver or even a high end 2. But I do think, like he said, grabbing him here in the 7th, he could definitely. I mean, he has the upside to do so. Depending on what happens with Amari and the rest of the team. Do you want to go live again?
I have to say this one.
Okay. And then pause for me. What? What's up, Brad? Pause for him? I don't know. But anyways, that's I think that they're going to pass at a similar volume. And like I said, I don't have him as like a 1 or even a high end 2. I've got him as a high end 3 in a PPR league. So, and I think he could definitely return on that value. But I do also think his ceiling is quite high. I like him in that offense. He does have a pretty high ceiling for me. But anyways, after Michael Gallup, there's been a few picks made, and that is Will Fuller, Tyler Boyd. How do you feel about Will Fuller? What are your thoughts?
I think Will Fuller's I can't make up my mind if I think Will Fuller or Brandon Cooks is going to be the main receiver in Houston this year. What scares me about Will Fuller is his injury risk, but he's a monster when he plays. And it's someone who's always been kind of sneaky playing with DeAndre Hopkins. Some weeks in and out. I mean, he's put up 25-point weeks, 15-point weeks when he's a questionable injury risk. I grabbed him a lot in DFS last year when he was playing just because he was always so cheap. I think he's a good rosterable player that you're going to want either on your bench if he falls to you at that point as a receiver, just to see what he's doing. But not someone I want to have to rely on. Yeah,
it's scary. I mean, looking at his games played since 2016, he played 14 his rookie season, 10 his sophomore season. After that, in 2018, he played 7 and then 11 last year. So, I mean, he's never played a full season, but he can definitely give you those high upside weeks. Like you said, in DFS, even best ball leagues, he's a great pick because he has the high upside. Last year, on 11 games, he did finish as the wide receiver 53. Which, I mean, I guess for 11 games, for games, it's not bad.
Looking at his points per game, you have 2 games of those 11 where he finished under 10 points, I think.
Mm-hmm. He also had this one.
Those are
3.
Okay, 3 games, sorry. Looking at that angle here. But he's someone who's moderately consistent when he plays. It's just not someone you can rely on to be there for you for the full season.
Right. So, Brad just sniped us, by the way. He took Deontay Johnson.
That's not a snipe. He fell. I'm surprised he waited that late because that's and usually people reach for.
Yeah, that is true. But there are a couple other receivers.
I know for a fact he would have grabbed him if Dudley Dermwood would have grabbed him if he would have been there.
Really? So
I bet money on it.
After Will Fuller went, it was Tyler Boyd, Tariq Cohen, Jarvis Landry, Brandon Cooks, DeAndre Swift, Deebo Samuel, Julian Edelman, Marvin Jones, Tevin Coleman, who's pretty good value here in the 7th round. We have Raheem Mostert. We grabbed him a little bit earlier in the 4th round, but I mean, he could totally be that offense's number 1 running back. There's a possibility of that, and grabbing him this late, I mean that's a solid pick. He doesn't have currently. Brad doesn't have a quarterback or a tight end. He's got 5 wide receivers and 3 running backs. So he's stacking up on those flex or those running back wide receiver spots. So, but so far, looking at these teams, who do you think is going to win the championship other than us? Whose team do you like the best so far?
Minus Kenyon on this one. Scroll down. Sorry, there's a lot of. Can
Yeah.
we drop this board? There we go. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a lot. That makes it a lot easier. Ooh.
Honestly, I really like Brooks's team. I think Brooks got a lot of value.
Yep.
Even with that J.K. Reach, if he gets a decent tight end, he's starting monsters almost at every position.
I kind of like Weiner Diner's team as well. It's very high upside, very high upside. So if all of his players perform, but if all of his players perform, I mean, he could definitely take it. I mean, Clyde Edwards definitely he has potential. His ceiling is top 5 running back. George Kittle top two
tight end.
Mike Evans definitely a solid
top 20 receiver.
Yeah, I mean, but his upside is top 10,
top 5 upside.
Jonathan Taylor could take over that backfield behind the
Mid-season.
offensive line, could really blossom.
He's got no one starting.
Terry McLaurin,
week 1.
Huh?
He doesn't have any good running backs to start week 1.
Well, I think
he can only play 1, so he's gonna have to start looking. And there's probably no starters left on the board.
I mean, he's got Clyde Edwards.
That's his one.
And then he's got Terry McLaurin, another high upside guy, super high upside. AJ Green, if he can stay healthy, obviously we've seen what he can do. Tariq Cohen catch a lot of passes. So I mean, very high upside. But I would agree that I think I like Sir Brooks's so far. Let's see here. All right. Is he gonna pick? 20 seconds. After Tevin Coleman went. After Tevin Coleman went Deontay Johnson, Matt Stafford. Really love that.
I appreciate you guys picking him up.
Yeah, seriously.
That way he didn't come back to us when we have that argument about do
we already have a
quarterback too.
No, we're not taking a quarterback
Just
too.
making sure. I don't want to have those conversations.
We're not having those conversations.
I'm just planning ahead.
We're not.
All right.
So
Rob Gronkowski after Matt Stafford, who again, great pickup. Then went Jamison Crowder.
You like Rob?
No, the Matt Stafford was.
Okay. All right.
Rob Gronkowski's horrible. Especially when you already have Zach Ertz on your team. I guess you're looking for that tight end flex, which it can be nice. And then Jamison Crowder.
Gonna get a ton of targets.
Gonna be the only one out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
Unless they're moving Kalen Ballage to wide receiver. To any of you Jets fans, thank you. Thank you for that draft pick.
Seriously.
Whatever it turns into, just couldn't have asked for more for a bag of chips.
Yeah. And then after that, Jamison Crowder, James White went, Philip Lindsay, Christian Kirk, Marlon Mack, and Evan Ingram. That's a solid grab there in the 8th round, 8.9. He has the ability to finish as a top 3 tight end.
Coaches were saying that 1,000 yards are easy this year.
So if he can do that, I mean, he definitely will be up there in the.
Hi, Danny.
Hey, Danny. So he will definitely be up there, in that top 5, top 3 tight end range. He just has to stay healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that's always been an issue for him. Again, not someone you want to have to rely on, but when they're playing, they're balling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, look, Matt Ryan's here. You want to grab him?
Yeah. Did we pick up a kicker yet?
There are no kickers in this league, John. Yeah. So, yeah, we made the rules. So, there is another running back and a couple running backs I really like.
We need a running back.
Latler. I like it a lot.
Filter the backs.
Yeah, I will do that. That one right there. Oh yes, and he fell to us. Sweet. that one right there, it's PPR league, full PPR. I do like him as well. And I think we can get him later.
I think you're gonna think I'm crazy.
I do, yes.
Just
no matter what you're about to say, I think you're crazy.
okay, but just as like week by week starter,
Mhm.
and just for the first probably couple weeks, and not something I'd want to rely on. But I think he might have values for week 1 and week 2, and then slowly losing value throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
We're okay at running back.
He's never really broke out, and that often the Lions are not really known for the run game. They're not. So I would rather go here for
Okay.
like a high upside. Like he's going to be catching the majority of the passes out of the backfield, and that's Matt Breida. We've got we got two Dolphins.
Before we get because
And then let's see here. All right, so we've got currently 4 wide receivers, 3 running backs, and a quarterback. Do we want to wait on a tight end? I mean, like I said, there's now that we've made that pick though, we can't really. I don't really want to grab
the other
tight end there
pull
because
up the list again. Who's still here for us?
Hunter Henry, Jared Cook, Noah Fant, Austin Hooper, T.J. Hawkinson, Gesicki, Herndon, Jonnu Smith.
I like Herndon a lot. I'll say it out loud. There's actually a couple people around him that I'm into. So I would say let's wait and grab either another running back or a high upside receiver.
Let's grab a receiver here. Do you want to grab CD?
I do not.
Okay. Answer that question. Do you want to, let's see. I know you're super hot on him. I'm not. Ooh, there's this guy.
Are we reaching if we got him now?
I mean, we're not going to pick for another 24 picks.
Is that far down?
115?
Yeah, let's grab him. Why not? I mean, we got him.
Or do you want Mecole? 10 seconds.
Just grab Darius.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Mecole.
Okay.
All right. Because you like him.
I do.
And he's going to give us his weeks. Can he be consistent is the question.
We're deep enough on receiver to where his true value will come if either Tyreek or Sammy are truly out for a week.
Yep. Ooh, 1X just took Jalen Reagor, even though there's some news that
he just got injured.
He just got injured.
Oh, yeah, I already said it, but he did get injured today. I do not know what the full report was. I know it was I saw it on Instagram earlier that and I did see the news article saying that he went to make a tackle and an intercepted pass and came up holding his wrist and forearm and then went into the trainer's tent. So we'll see what happens with him. Obviously walking into something good.
Yeah,
when he's healthy there in the Eagles offense. Now, personally, off that news, I'm liking the other guy that's going to be lining up at wideout for that team. I know earlier we had talked about
Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know earlier we had talked about grabbing him, but I think we're getting a little deep at the receiver position already.
Indubitably.
I mean, we do have a lot of roster spots, but if he doesn't become a reach, I might be able to. We might want to think about grabbing someone.
Yeah. I mean, we do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five receivers.
We'll probably get 1, 2 more.
Maybe 1. Have 6 of them and grab 2 more running backs. And then our tight end plus a defense.
Will there be 6 running backs?
No, we'll have 5. We have 3 running backs currently.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, beautiful. Like when we agree.
No, we only do it.
Yeah, a little shallow there, but I mean, we've got Christian McCaffrey as long as he can stay healthy.
He's gonna say we only need to play one other running back a week.
Yeah. So, and with the upside of Raheem Mostert and the upside of Breida could be that standalone running back one. Down there in Miami.
He outshines Jordan Howard, especially in this camp time.
And he's going to catch the ball.
Yeah, and that's a full point PPR league.
We like that.
I like that a lot.
So let's see. Where did we leave off? Oh, we left off at Evan Ingram. So Evan Ingram went Zach Moss, and that's it. Zach Moss went at the 8-10. Tyler Higbee at the 8-11. Matt Breida, 8-12. Mecole, we grabbed Mecole Hardman at the 9-1. Jalen Reagor at the 9-2. Josh Allen went at the 9-3. Latavius Murray and Henry Ruggs went at the 9-5. So pretty interesting picks there. Like we said, I mean, Jalen Reagor, we mentioned it. Jalen Reagor definitely has that high upside. Josh Allen is a I mean, he's got a ton of rushing upside. He led the league last year or among quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. He finished last year as the quarterback sixth and the seventh overall fantasy finish. And I mean, even his rookie year, he finished as a the quarterback 21, and that was only on 12 games. So definitely a very high upside guy. His rushing ability, really is a huge value in fantasy.
He's a sneaky rusher too. A lot of people don't realize that he runs the ball as much as he does, and isn't even as effective. I know he was the number 2 in rushing attempts.
109.
So that's pretty awesome. People were talking about how before the season last year, Lamar Jackson came out and said he wanted to have over 100 rushing attempts as a quarterback, and they were like, no, he's going to be hurt, blah, blah, blah. You're probably not going to see it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, Josh Allen's a big boy too.
Yeah.
6'5", 237.
Yeah, and he's someone that really isn't afraid to run the ball, and especially on the goal line or anywhere close in the red zone. So, and that's where a lot of his attempts come from, and so that's why he led the league as a quarterback with rushing touchdowns.
There goes Mike Gesicki off the board.
Thank gosh.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have to make that decision. I like Mike Gesicki. That was one of the players that we were targeting, but I don't like – we already have 2 players on the Dolphins. We're not homers, but I don't like having, more than 2 players on the same team, dependent upon, I guess, the player and the team. I wouldn't mind having 3 Kansas City Chiefs on my team.
No, I'd be happy with Mahomes, Kelsey, and Hill.
Or some variation of it. I also, the Cowboys. I think another one. I wouldn't mind grabbing Jarwin, having Amari and Dak Prescott. Stack it like that.
Zeke.
Or Zeke, yeah, something like that. So there are certain teams, but the Dolphins are not one of them. So definitely glad we didn't have to make that pick. Tight ends are starting to go a little bit. We had 3 in round 8, 2 now between our last pick and the current pick. So I think we're gonna have to be forced to go into tight end. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right,
Just
doodling.
Yeah, I don't have a computer to look at, so I can't look up stats and look ahead. So I'm kind of just trying to occupy my hands.
Kill time.
Yeah.
Between our next picks.
We've got so many, but yeah. So I was totally looking forward to grabbing Mike Gesicki, but like you said, the Dolphins is definitely not an offense you want to have three heads on.
Nope.
So with the Devontae Parker pickup and the Matt Breida pickup, it's going to be more than likely we're not going to be playing both of them the same week.
Right.
So that's fine with me. As far as tight ends go, wow, they're going deep. Noah Fant already went off the board.
Yeah, and like I said, and Gesicki, those guys are down there. Hunter Henry's still on the board. Jared Cook, Austin Hooper.
What about
He's writing.
I'm writing your names so they don't know who.
No on the last one.
No on the last one completely?
Completely no.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like too risky for me, I think.
Okay.
I'd rather I think we could grab somebody.
You know this? Can you read that?
Yes.
Okay.
I can. Okay. So I don't know. I like that offense of the last one you just wrote. However, I don't know how I feel about him personally. He came out of college and is supposed to be this, top.
He was a rookie last year. How often do you have rookie tight end breakouts?
It takes him typically a couple years to really blossom. But let's see who comes to us. When we're picking. Hooper was good because of the Falcons system last year. The Browns overpaid. Yeah. Browns are gonna brown. Yep.
Absolutely. Hooper is overvalued and not looking to have the same season that he did last year or be anywhere near as efficient or as much opportunity. But hopefully Hurst can take care of that.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Robbie Gould? Oh God.
He's down in the flex if you just keep scrolling.
Whoa. Our first defense went off the board in the 10th round.
Wow. I didn't even know we were doing a defense.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, John. He grabbed the Steelers. That's wow. I think I think he could have waited personally. But hey, to
You knew
each
who you wanted?
his own. Brad's crying because he lost his Steelers defense. Deadly Dermoid's probably out there also crying because he lost his defense. But still, wow, it's a little early. That's a great pick too. Preston Williams just went off the board at 10-7. So let's catch you guys up on the picks that have been made since Henry Ruggs at the 9-5, and that is Tom Brady at the 9-6, Sterling Shepard, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Gesicki, Emmanuel Sanders, Jerry Jeudy, Jordan Howard, Noah Fant, Chase Edmonds, Kerryon Johnson, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, Darius Slayton, Alexander Madison, and my boy, Preston Williams. John, any picks in there other than, I think we would agree the Steelers defense, any that are a reach or that you absolutely do not like, or is there one in there that you love? We've been hating on him a lot. Let's give him some love.
Really like that Darius Slayton pick.
Yep.
Little surprised to see him go so late.
Mm-hmm.
The CD pick, as much as I was saying, CD is going to be eating into what some people are seeing in the potential of Michael Gallup. I don't see CeeDee Lamb even getting enough opportunity to be at least season long usable. He might be more usable towards the end of the season and get you a couple weeks when you need someone.
Right.
But not someone I would have picked up. I would have been happy with Emmanuel Sanders, even Jerry Jeudy, who could take a huge role in the Denver offense this year.
Yep.
Cortland Sutton's been balling, but let's see what he's actually able to do and if he's able to outshine Jerry Jeudy coming in.
Mm-hmm.
This itch in my nose.
You okay over there?
Yeah. Damn.
Just pick your nose, man. Pick your nose. Justin Jefferson just went. That's a good pick.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if we have a chance, the other receiver for that team that's young.
Oh, I don't know if let's see.
It'll be later if we even think about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's who I was thinking as well as our fifth one.
Let's see.
I'm thinking tight end than him.
Yeah. Agreed. Or
No.
All right.
No.
Well,
I'm not on that train.
John, it's John's way or no way. So.
Well, there's definitely some people I'm going to have a hard no on. He's one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a few really solid players out there. I know you're hot on him.
He's a good backup. He's a solid bench guy.
I think this one, though, has the highest percentage chance of being their starter or potentially a starter. So, yeah.
Well.
Maybe not. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't go that way.
Maybe we don't go that deep.
Oh, no. Deshaun went.
That's fine. You guys can have him.
Let's see. Yeah, maybe we don't go that deep.
We could go to the guy you said. I say we take the guy that I'm saying is a good bench guy in the last pick. Are we picking a defense or are we just going to stream on?
We got plenty more rounds though. We can take one. I'm down to take one with the last pick, to be honest, or the 13th round.
I'm thinking this guy right here. I like this guy right here. I like this guy right here. What else we got? Oh, I like a lot of people in this area.
This guy right there. But we need a running back.
You're right.
Do we just say screw it and grab him? Something happens. You sure? I think he's gonna have a few weeks, and something happens to.
Yeah.
High-powered offense. Let's see. Let's look at his weeks last year.
Did he get any high snap percentage weeks?
Percentage. Where is it? There it is. So, no, he did not.
Did he have any relevant weeks on those low snap percentages? Is that an 11-point week right there?
No.
No. That is 3.1.
But if he gets a little bit, a few more snaps, and like I said, and if something happens to, do we want to take a look at the tight end position?
Yeah, we need to. Because we need that one right there is not bad.
This one?
It's not bad. It's not my favorite. It doesn't feel like it has.
Or do we just want to wait and?
I like him, and I also I think he's going to be.
We could grab Thaddeus Moss.
No.
He's not even on the team anymore. Okay.
This guy.
Well, so.
Oh, we're actually up now. Oh no, here we go. What about him? What do you?
I don't like him as a fifth running back. Yes, fourth. I don't think he's really going to give us any weeks. Oh boy, we got to pick.
Grab Bryce. Just do Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Just
All
do it.
right,
Just
here we
do it.
go. All right,
do it.
Bryce
We got
Love.
Lamar Jackson. We already have enough running backs.
Yeah, that is true. Wow. Yeah, Bryce Love kind of up in the air pick, but he talked about it before, had an unfortunate injury, and he could potentially, later on, depending, yeah, I'm looking at that, depending on where, he finishes. Wow, he's got 2 tight ends right there. Or depending on how the camp finishes for him, he could really, we're on the clock.
I like either of these, honestly.
Who? I don't like him.
Really?
No.
Okay. What about the guy below him?
I don't mind that.
I don't mind it either.
But we have 2 of them.
It's called not hemorrhaging.
Oh my God.
Hedging your bets.
And
do we want another running back now? Why don't we take an upside receiver and grab another running back next round? Or no, we need a tight end. Oh no. We already said what we're doing. Grab a wide receiver. We'll grab running back, tight end next round.
do we need another one? We got 5. So 1 more receiver. You want to grab this one? I like him.
I like him a lot.
I like him a lot. I like it a lot. Let's grab Anthony Miller.
In case Allen Robinson's not who he says he's going to be.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I think
been
he
lying
will
to us.
personally.
I think he's going to be a great receiver this year. There's a lot of opportunity that these quarterbacks are going to be trying to air the ball out, trying to get that lock in position so they can earn their checks. I haven't seen a lot of Mitch Trubisky hype lately and a lot of Nick Foles trash. So I'm hoping.
I can't tell if we just sniped Miles or if 1X Champion sniped him. I think he's talking about us. I think we sniped Anthony Miller from him. Let's see what he says.
No, he's gonna want Carson Wentz. Yeah, baby.
We love it. We love sniping you guys. It's great.
Let us know.
Yeah, if we have sniped you so far, please let us know. Comment.
Scratch our backs.
Let us know. That is why I play fantasy football. Gives you that really great feeling. Ooh, they didn't get their guy. I got him.
He literally has 3 Rams players.
Yeah. Oh well. Best of luck.
Hey, they can be a high-powered offense. They've shown it.
Oh yeah. They definitely can be. They have the opportunity. That's why they got to the Super Bowl a couple years ago and put up 6 points. So. Oh boy. Let's look at our team real quick. Wow, this is a long podcast.
Yeah, this draft's taking a bit.
So let's look at our team real quick. At the 1-1, we grabbed Christian McCaffrey, followed by Kenny Golladay, Lamar Jackson, Raheem Mostert, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Parker, Matt Breida, Mecole Hardman, Bryce Love, and Anthony Miller.
I like our team.
I do. Bryce Love worries me, but
he's the 4th running back on the team. He's not someone that needs to even play.
Come on, 4 more picks. Let's speed this bad boy up, is what Miles said. Hey, I'm right with you there, but I enjoy this. This is my first redraft league draft of the year. Other than a mock, so I've done some best balls, but this is my first one so far. I'm loving how it's coming out. John, you've been doing some mocks and stuff, right?
I have.
Okay. Where do you feel is the best position to pick from?
The 3, the 4, the 10, 11, or 12.
Yeah.
I love the turns. I do not like the 1 turn, though. I hate picking from the 1 spot.
I don't know. We've done a really great job.
You get a good team, but I just feel like
defenses are going. Ooh, somebody grabbed New England Patriots defense.
A lot of injury or a lot of
opt-outs.
So did you hear about the idea of why so many Patriots players opted out?
No.
It was that Belichick found a loophole in that when they opt out, they were able to open up cap space rather than them paying people who are just going to be bench warmers, practice squad. So they open up their cap space for those players because the cap hit is a different type of cap hit for an opt-out. So Belichick opened up a bunch of cap space for the team and told people hey, you're not really playing opt-out.
Yeah, but
or anyone that was getting injured, or that anyone that's injured and probably was going to be injured through the season.
Yeah, but there were some really high-end players.
No, I mean there's a handful. When you're looking at the couple that were a handful of high-end, like Deontay Hightower, he did have family that were medically
right.
There's definitely players on the team, but the reason you had a lot that huge surge of players coming out from the Patriots in the 2 days, all opting out, there's a conspiracy going on.
Big conspiracy.
Yeah, Belichick's a genius.
He is a genius for sure. But let's see. Gonna regress like a mofo this year is what Brad said about the 49ers defense.
Are you comfortable drafting a defense this early?
Me? No.
What's the earliest you go? I mean, this is a 14.
I'd go in the next round, the 12th round. I don't need it. You can stream defenses and
But man, does that really change your week when you have your defense put up 20 points or something compared to like a 6-point week?
Yeah, but it can happen with any defense though. All it takes is a pick six, something like that.
And not to let the other team put up 40 points on.
Yeah, that is true. So but if you can stream your defense, if you can pick those matchups, you'll be fine. Really, all you want from a defense is don't lose your week. You don't want to lose because of your defense. You want to put up just enough points to where, obviously those weeks where they put up 20, 30 points feel great. But you don't want them to be the reason you lost. Is really it. And I think streaming is similar to the quarterback situation. You can find the matchups, and they're out there. So watch your elbow. I keep saying watch your elbow because one time we were recording, and John accidentally bumped the record button with his elbow. So is anyone auto drafting?
This was an auto draft pick. So if he's done drafting these guys, he can just go let auto draft for the rest. We can just put him on automatic picks, so we're not wasting the time.
Who's that?
That's Dudley Dermoy.
Okay. All right. So we are getting into the last couple rounds here. We're currently at the end of the 11th. Alan Lazard just went off at the 11-9. But anyways, let's get you guys caught up. Where did we end off? I think we ended off at Darius Slayton, maybe?
Yeah.
Or no?
We got the precedent of Justin Jefferson.
No, I don't. Did we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, we were talking about Darius Slayton. You're right.
Yeah. Okay, so Darius Slayton went at the 10-5. We'll catch you guys up here real quick. Alexander Madison went at the 10-6. Preston Williams at the 10-7. Damian Harris at the 10-8. Justin Jefferson at the 10-9. Deshaun Jackson at the 10-10. Hunter Henry at the 10-11. Bryce Love, 10-12. Anthony Miller, 11-1. Carson Wentz, 11-2. Followed by Golden Tate, Sony Michel, the San Fran defense, the Patriots defense, and the Ravens defense. And then went Matt Ryan at the 11-8. Alan Lazard at the 11-9. A.J. Dillon there at the 11-10. John Brown, Justin Jackson, and then the Chargers defense. I think we're about to see, quite a few defenses go off the board here. These teams already have them, but could the rest make a run?
I like this defense, the Chargers defense.
It's going to be very scary this year.
It is. They have some of the best secondary in the league.
Yep. Joey Bosa just got a massive contract.
Did he? I didn't see it.
I thought so. Didn't he? A couple weeks ago?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I believe he got 5-year, $135 million. Wow. 78 guaranteed. Give me $1.
Just one.
Just $1. Yeah. Oh, $8 fine. Give me anything. The Bills' defense just went to Oriole Boreal. The Chicago Bears' defense just went as well.
So it seems that defenses are going by the wayside. Are we going to grab one? Or are we grabbing one with the last pick of the draft?
No, let's just see who's here, If these guys grab a defense, these two, or these three guys right here, then nobody else, if Dermoid, Brooks, Miles, and Champion grabs a defense, then everybody except us will have a defense. So then we can afford to wait because they may grab a second defense, but
I have two defenses in my Dynasty League.
Well, Dynasty League's a little different though. Dynasty League is a little different. You do want two defenses there.
It's harder to stream.
Yeah, it's very hard to stream, especially in a very deep Dynasty League. So he did not. He just grabbed. Damn.
We just got signed.
Not Austin Hooper, but Blake Jarwin. Good pick. Great pick there, Wilson.
So who's that leave us with?
Let's see.
Wow, it's crazy. Isn't it? Honestly, any of those front three, I really like the third one.
Okay, we'll do it.
I really like him, especially
as long as he's there. We'll do it.
But no one else is going to be grabbing a tight end.
He just grabbed his second, so I think anything can happen.
We're still looking for our first, and most people already have their second.
Yeah, we're the only team without a tight end. How do you feel about that? Yeah, let's go tight end, running back, and then we'll end it with a defense.
Is there a running back you want?
Ooh, I kind of like him.
Really? What? When we get Lobby, you can explain it to me, but I just don't see the opportunity for him.
Well, I mean, there won't be until James Conner gets hurt. I'm talking about Benny Snell.
Dun, dun, dun. But no, I just don't see the upside for him, even in the event that James Conner goes down for multiple games. I mean, they did just draft McFarland. They've got Jalen Samuels there. They have other running backs for the team. He is, obviously someone they just picked up last year in the draft, so they would be hoping for some work for him. I think James Conner's up for a contract year.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they get him in there to see if they need to pay James Conner before they even offer him an extension. So I like him, but I just think the possibility that he has the upside he could have is just so low.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but I mean, I guess that.
I mean, we're also talking about the 13th pick.
You grab him.
I think it's a similar situation. We could go him. You know who I'm looking at now?
Him? We could definitely.
We could, and because that injury's a lot more probable, and we know he can step into a role when he gets the snap share.
So these are his finishes, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, especially as someone who's never really truly been a number one in the past few years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do that. As long as he doesn't get sniped here. Champion better not snipe him.
Jerick McKinnon for the 49ers.
Not
what
a bad
do you think
pick.
about that?
It's very interesting because you hear a lot of the camp news and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
McKinnon's been performing, he's been injury prone, so it's kind of scary. But I mean, I do hope that he has, because he is a good running back. I hope he, gets a chance. But does he surpass both Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert? I don't think he will.
Does he step in if either of them goes down?
There we go. We'll take our guy. We will take.
This is my guy, Duke Johnson.
Mm-hmm. You like him a lot.
Mr. Duke Nukem himself. He is someone who is going to walk into a huge role for about a week or two once David Johnson goes out and before they sign someone else. So when he gets to play, he's going to ball. He's had pretty decent finishes for never being a full true running back one.
Timeout. We have breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Let me verify this. Okay, so thank you, Brad, for
You're
let's
kidding
see.
me. You're kidding me.
Yeah, no, thank you, Brad, for pointing this out. Dolphins running back, I guess former Dolphins running back.
Jets running back.
Yeah,
Dolphins running back.
Who knows? Kalen Ballage
Free agent.
was supposed to be traded to the Jets. He failed his physical, and now Miami is will likely release him. So no trade between the Jets and the Dolphins. That kind of gives me a little bit, better feeling about Le'Veon, because we were talking. I didn't like the fact that they were bringing this guy in.
It still scares me knowing that they were willing to do that.
Yeah.
That kind of just lets you know where they sit on how much they trust him. And you need a coach. We saw last year that Adam Gase didn't fully trust Le'Veon, didn't like Le'Veon being there, understood he's a talent, so they gave him the ball, but they don't want him there. So I don't know. It stinks.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Le'Veon just get the full force of the Jets offense backing him, because he's someone who's extremely talented, but hopefully he can still produce. I mean, they did just add Mekhi Becton, who's a freaking monster.
Huge.
I don't know if anyone's seen the pictures floating around of him standing next
Huge.
to Jamison Crowder.
Everybody's seen it.
But there's literally
Got to.
two Jamison Crowders stacked on top of each other.
Like three of them. You could literally put 4 Jamison Crowders side by side, standing on top of his shoulder, and that's how big that dude is. Holy crap.
He's a monster. So hopefully he does a lot for that Jets offensive line moving forward.
Yeah. So Brad just said that Duke will not have more than one fantasy relevant week all year. Good thing we're not taking him for our running back one.
Yeah, I only needed 2 from him. And like I said, as soon as David Johnson goes down, he'll have 1 or 2 weeks before they sign someone to take that full spot, and then he's going to be committee.
And I mean, he finished last year as running back 29. So
1, 2,
He's had
3,
plenty. I mean,
4.
he does get those weeks over 10 points, and that's all you need from a flex player on
and
bye,
that's someone who's
something like that.
not having a backfield to himself either, or being used as a true back.
Yeah. So, and in a PPR league, he's gonna get his catches. Definitely gonna get his receptions. I mean, looking back through his career, he's never dropped below 44 receptions. So, or 410 receiving yards. So add that with a little bit of rushing yardage in there. I'm not very high on David Johnson. I don't think he's gonna. Everybody seems to be on him. I'm not. I don't. We saw last year. He was not the same running back, and I don't think you just get that back.
No.
You don't. Yes, maybe it was the team, but when he ran the ball, it wasn't pretty. So
we were able to see Kenyon Drake step right into the team and fall out for the same team that David Johnson couldn't.
Mm-hmm. So after Duke Johnson, we didn't say, but after Duke Johnson, we grabbed Chris Herndon as our tight end 1. Big boomer bust guy.
Big boomer bust guy. There was a lot last year coming out when he was coming off his injury, saying that he was going to be huge for the team. Kind of happened, didn't fully happen. But again, you're coming into a season this year where the Jets have lost so many of their receiving options and threats.
Because they,
yeah. Okay, we'll talk about it more.
Or them. I like them a lot.
Let's see which one falls to us, because I think we've literally got the last pick, so we've got as much time as we need to finish it up. Plus, everyone will be signing off by then. But I was talking about Chris Herndon, right?
Yes, you were talking about Chris Herndon.
So with the lack of receiving opportunities, I'm thinking the lack of receivers for the Jets and people to actually catch the ball from Sam Darnold. I think Chris Herndon is going to be someone that he's able to rely on effectively, and especially in the red zone or anytime it's a big third down. Denzel Mims has been coming in hurt. Jamison Crowder is not the largest body, so when you need a big body to come down with it, you're going to have to rely on that tight end who's shown he was talented 2 years ago and then still flourished a little bit in bursts last year.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully a full offseason of getting healthy, some work to blossoming and flourishing, he can come out and ball. Like we said, year 3 tight ends is when they're supposed to do it. So it's time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he is very talented, super athletic, but can that offense pick him up? Can Adam Gase, force him into that position? So, and can he stay healthy?
Yeah. Now, if we had another round
mm-hmm.
and we didn't need to pick up a defense in this spot,
mm-hmm.
would you pick up a second tight end?
No.
You wouldn't?
Mm-mm. I think there's plenty out there. You can stream a tight end. I mean, we got him. He'll give you a couple weeks. 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 I actually like him a lot this year.
Really? I don't.
I mean, I think he's gonna get the ball. I don't like him more than Higbee, but I do like Gerald Everett a little bit. At least to give you a couple weeks as a streaming tight end.
Mm-hmm.
I
think there's other options that are better.
Well, I mean, and I just pointed out.
I could go down. Someone is surprising me that I'm not actually into.
Oh, you like Eifert?
Yeah.
Ooh, Sammy Watkins just went.
Apparently him and Minshew are really balling out together.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely think that there's, there are streamable options at the tight end, and I mean, Doyle's there, Ebron's there. They'll both give you some weeks.
Yeah, so, I mean, anyone outside of the top 5 tight ends, top 6 maybe. Obviously, you're going to be looking at, okay, who are they playing? Is one of these streamable tight ends in a better position? Do I want to stream him? You're not going to want to rely on them week in, week out.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
What if we didn't pick a defense?
See, the only problem with that for me is we're going to end up having to cut someone to pick up the defense afterwards. So then are we going to cut one of our 10th, 11th, 12th rounds picks for a defense?
We could cut Christian McCaffrey.
We could. we could just make the league really interesting and have no basis. But
yeah, seriously.
No. I think we grab the defense, being that, like I said, unless there's someone on the board that you like more than someone else we picked earlier.
And that may be the case. I'm kind of questioning this pick, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah, a little bit. That's my only regret. I typically don't have any regrets. I have a regret now.
Who would you take over him? Anyone?
Right now?
that's still on the board yet?
I mean, don't mind him. I guess right now, I mean, there's nobody. Yeah, there's him. Him, maybe. Him.
But still, all the players you're pointing at right now,
You don't like him?
upside?
Not much.
Exactly. And we already have our 1 and 2 running back.
True.
The only reason we have him is the possibility. It's a pure upside pick.
Mhm.
Same thing with him. It's
And we're talking about Frank Gore, by the way.
Yeah.
We can stop being like
Frank.
secretive.
Yeah, I don't think Frank Gore is going to have any like super high value week by week.
Mm-mm.
End of the year, he might find himself in like the top 30 running backs just on a statistic basis. But week by week, he's not. He's going to be consistently low floor.
Yeah.
But Bryce Love is someone where by the end of camp, halfway through the season, he could find himself a role, especially when Adrian Peterson starts slowing down a little bit because he's older. He could find himself into that role. Anyone else they have in there might find themselves out of a job. So I think the upside for Love is higher than anyone else we're going to find on the running back board.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I definitely think his
there might be
upside is
there might be receivers with more upside.
Yeah, I mean, but the receivers are so deep. And we have so many.
Yeah.
I mean, him. I do like Hunter Renfrow.
I haven't really seen him do too much in camp from the reports I've seen. I've seen.
Yeah, but the way he ended last year, I mean, I know you can't base everything, and they did draft both Henry Ruggs and Brian Edwards, right? We said his name wrong last time.
Braylon?
No, it's not Braylon.
I mean, he only had the 22 points.
Mhm.
Oh,
I mean, he had a really solid end to the year.
those projections I'm looking at. Whoops.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, right there.
He had.
Wait.
He had a couple good weeks.
Yeah. So, I mean, he always seemed. I mean, even at Clemson, he always seemed to find himself catching the ball and being involved somehow. You know.
He was a thrower.
I mean, he probably had a couple passes.
All right, are we back up yet?
No, we still have a while.
All right.
Bucks defense went.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that one anymore. Is that his second
Ooh,
defense?
Curtis Samuel, good pick there, Brett.
That's not his second defense, isn't it? Didn't he grab? Oh no.
No. No, he did not. Has anybody grabbed 2 defenses?
No, I would hope not.
Let's do it.
No, but Miles, we can't.
I know.
Grab one yet. I don't think Miles has grabbed one either.
I don't think he's gonna grab one.
You think?
No, I don't think he'll grab one.
See, I really don't like the idea of like picking up an extra person to drop someone else later to pick up the defense that you have to grab and roster unless you're not going to play defense. I mean,
Ooh,
it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, I mean it's possible, but I don't
It's not
recommend it.
smart. So
Dang, hour 47. Wow, this is a long one.
hope you guys are enjoying this.
Yeah.
For anyone that's
If you're watching us on YouTube, sorry for our, we're pretty ugly to look at for this long, but
it's good.
we're glad you're watching.
Just turn us on, hit that like button, and start cleaning some dishes. Or
Oh, we're up. We're up. Yay. He took the
He
deep.
took Kansas City's defense, which hey, not bad. So yeah, grab Minnesota's.
Yeah. Or Dallas's.
Minnesota's.
Hold on. Let's look at their schedule real quick.
They play the Bears twice. They played the Lions twice. They
Well,
play
the
the
Bears-
Packers twice.
I'm not worried about the Bears. Their offense.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Oh, yeah. I think, yeah. Let me look at.
Dallas plays the Giants twice, who could be good. They play the Eagles twice, who could be good, and then Washington twice, who could just,
They've got some pretty high-powered offenses other than Washington. Let's go Minnesota. They just got Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah, and the Cowboys have had a couple hits at defense, injuries throughout camp, haven't they?
One. I know of one, Joe McCoy, but their defensive line and their linebackers are.
We'll look at the defensive line we just picked up, and Yannick Ngakoue and Daniil.
So, yeah.
No?
I don't think Daniil resigned.
Oh, no, you're right.
So,
no, yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, they let Everson Griffin go, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking, we're thinking of Everson. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is our listener league. Oh, my goodness. Took a while, but we're here. I enjoyed it. I hope everybody drafting had a great time. Like I said, if you watched us on Instagram, if you watched us on YouTube, we love you guys. Thank you so much. John, let's review our team real quick. I really like it. Christian McCaffrey, Kenny Golladay, Lamar Jackson. Ouch. Raheem Mostert, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, Devontae Parker. Woo. Matt Breida, Mecole Hardman, Bryce Love, Anthony Miller, Duke Johnson, Chris Herndon, and the Minnesota Vikings defense. Singing Lizzo over there, huh?
Well, she's got our new man on the Minnesota Vikings.
Maybe it's you.
Yannick.
Oh yeah, Yannick. Was it Yannick?
She was early.
We're kind of part of the Vikings now. We have them.
We're officially a Vikings team member. So any team gear that you guys are supposed to be sending us,
hit me up, Lizzo. Just kidding.
All right. Appreciate everyone tuning in and enjoying and following along with us, listening to our weird and random banter.
Is there any, before we leave real quick, any changes that you'd like? I'm a commissioner. I can edit.
No, the fact that if we didn't go Lamar Jackson so early, I think our team would be extremely different. And so with picking him up in the third, I think we have a really good team following that. And that early quarterback grab didn't really hurt us. If anything, maybe we could have grabbed another tight end or a tight end earlier instead of that Bryce Love pick, or just pick the tight end a little bit earlier and get a little more value there and a little more strength in the position.
Yeah, less like upside, less boom or bust. Yeah, I think after our Devontae Parker pick, we really went boom or bust there. Matt Breida. I guess I would say after that, Mecole Hardman then. Mecole Hardman, Bryce Love, Anthony Miller, Duke Johnson, and then Chris Herndon. I think those are all high upside, low floor too, potentially.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. John, let them know where they can take it, read blogs. Let us know where they can hit us up, all that stuff.
So if you guys, we did just fully launch our website. It's going to be thefantasytap.com. There right now, we do have 2 blogs up. Each of us did write one. We have one about Kenny Golladay and one about Mike Evans. And then after that, you can also find our entire show registry there. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. There you can see our live stream on Sundays. We're going to be doing one more next week. And then if you guys have any beer recommendations, you guys had any fantasy football questions, roster advice, trade advice, now that drafts are
questions, advice.
If they want advice on a trade.
Oh, if they want advice. I thought you said giving us advice.
Sorry. If you guys need any trade advice or have any beer recommendations for us, you can reach us at the Fantasy Tap on Instagram and Twitter, and the fantasytap@gmail.com if you guys want to send us a cute little email. Make sure to send it with some love emojis and some I love you at the end.
Yep.
Thank you again for tuning in. We will see you on Tuesday for our tight end or quarterback 2 show.
Yes, quarterbacks 9 through 24. We love you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
9 through 24.
Yeah,
We're in the last one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Instagram, all of our 0 viewers.
Yes, you've been amazing.
And
Thank you, everybody on YouTube. You guys have been awesome. We will see you guys next week for our quarterbacks and tight ends. See you guys. I kept getting your